for you to be alive again. So you say and turn away, and you must wait another day outside again. Summer's coming and I'd like a review. Summer's coming and I'd like a review. Summer's coming and I'd like a review.
This is Ziffy from Striperchum.com with another tip on striped bass. This one is on how to build a live well to keep your live herring. I did a previous video on a live well, but that one was unaerated. This one is a portable live well that needs to be aerated with battery and pump. I'll show you how to do it in just a minute. What we're going to need to build this live well is a 20-gallon garbage can with lid and a live well kit. You can buy a standard live well kit in most tackle shops. Then we're also going to need a bungee cord. This is a 24-inch bungee cord. You're going to need 3/4-inch pipe or tubing. I would get about 5 to 6 feet for the entire project. You're going to need a bilge pump. You can get one either automatic or one that has to be turned on with a switch. We're also going to need some silicone with a gun to apply it. You're going to need a screwdriver, standard straight flat screwdriver. You're going to need a T connection valve there, plastic, 3/4-inch, and a couple of hose clamps. These are going to be to connect all these tubes together. And then you're going to need a drill with 2 bits or hole saws. This one is a 1-inch bit, but you're going to need 1-inch and 1 3/8-inch either hole saw or drill bit. If using a drill bit, be careful because they tend to jump, where a hole saw will be a much smoother cut. The first step in making the live well is to drill a hole. This is a 1 3/8-inch hole, 1 inch from the bottom of the garbage can to fit the through hull drain valve. This is going to be to drain the water from the actual live well. And then the nut on the outside gets screwed. There's a nut on the inside that gets screwed tight, and then silicone is applied around the outside so nothing leaks. This is what the through hull looks like from the inside of the live well. It is also sealed with silicone. The next step is to install the directional flow head. This entails drilling a 1-inch hole, inserting this flow head, and then tightening the nuts, same as the through hull drain pipe, and then putting the silicone around the outside to keep it from leaking. This is done about 3 inches from the bottom of the garbage can. This is what it looks like from the inside of the garbage can. The directional flow head will help the water circulate in one direction. The next step is to install the spray head. The spray head will keep spraying water on top of the live well, giving a very small oxygenated bubble to the entire well. This is done by, again, drilling a hole 1 inch in diameter through the garbage can and then connecting the spray head valve on the inside. This is what it looks like on the outside. Again, sealed with silicone to keep it from leaking. The next step is to cut 3/4-inch hose into 2 equal pieces and then put one of those hose clamps on the end of each side. This is going to be to connect from the bottom of the flow valve and the top of the aerator. Now you attach one of the hoses, 3/4-inch, to the aerator with the clamp attached and then tighten it securely. Then you attach the other hose to the directional flow head at the bottom, and again with the clamp, tighten it securely. Now place hose clamps on each end of those hoses and insert the T-valve into both sides, and again fasten the clamps tightly. Now that the T-valve is adhered, you want to take your next hose. This is a 4-foot 3/4-inch hose with a clamp attached, and attach it to the T-bar and tighten that nice and secure. To the other end of the 4-foot hose, you want to put a clamp and then the actual pump. Then screw the clamp good and tight. Now this wire has to go to the battery and you don't want it going in the water, so I advise that you tape it to the hose all the way up the line and then to the battery. The idea is to take the pump, put it in the water itself. The pump will suck the water up into the live well through both the top aerator and the bottom flow head, giving a nice cold circulation of water while you're fishing. Next we install the drain valve. This gets installed from the inside. You simply place it into that drain plug that we put in the bottom, nice and tight. Then as this water fills up the pail, it will start to leak into the drain plug, draining it from the top, keeping a nice full bucket the entire time you're fishing. Then the lid gets fastened on top. Then the 24-inch bungee cord is used to keep the lid on nice and secure. So I go from one end over the top and hook it to the other end, like so. Now the live well is ready to install onto the boat. I don't suggest you keep it inside the boat because it does take up some room. It's usually placed on a diving platform and either strapped or bungeed to the diving platform on the outside of the boat. Well, I hope you can use something like this. It doesn't really take that much money to put together, and the water temperature right now is 42 degrees, so let's get moving on. The herring will be here any day now.
Quietly you say to me, the time has come for you to be alive again. So you say and turn away, and you must wait another day outside again. Summer's coming and I'd like a review. Summer's coming and I'd like a review. Summer's coming and I'd like a review.
Huh.